Hello everyone, I'm Coyote Jack, and I saw this one. There is lots of to catch on, but I think this one is the most relevant to this date. Because this is what happens when even the fucking ideology, this fucking far left retarded ideology, goes as far as to destroying the tools. Well, before even ranting about this, let's read what we have here. So, RG reposted this one. It's honestly funny how far this industry has regressed in the past 20 years or so. Hentai games have had better customizations than this since at least the first Artificial Academy game, and the West is still struggling to catch up. But also look at this shit. So Grom shared this one. Apparently that the one that shared first is Smash JT. So first off, I up I up the volume there. So look at this. Unreal developer tries to include metahumans, so comes with the engine to create a beautiful female and fails. Has to plot her own mesh, seeing the effort of the fall versus what she made and night and day. Did some poking and compare the full female to male bodies? You cannot change the bodies assigned from two types, but you can upload your own mesh. And that's the thing. Sure, it's going to take effort into making something good looking, but the reality of this is, well, uh, why don't we look at this video first?
I thought this was worth showing. This is the MetaHuman tool that Unreal Engine provides for creating realistic characters. And here's a woman I created recently, and I'm quite happy with her. But it's like there's a lot of detail, and I think the shape is really nice. Looks very appealing and feminine. But you have to try very hard to get her to look like this. I had to do what's called the mesh to MetaHuman workflow, which is to import a custom mesh. You actually can't really create someone who looks like this from scratch using the characters they give you. They're actually a lot of them are actually quite ugly, I find. And so I have to use an alternate workflow to get in a different looking mesh to start with, and then I can sculpt it to the way I want it. There's a funny little slider that they provide, which is basically to ignore the mesh that you use and to revert to using theirs. And it just shows you the total anti woman bias that's in tools like this, and that explains a lot. Like why is it that women look so ugly? And so like right now it's set to 1, which is using my mesh, and if I set it to 0 and using theirs, this is what they want to do. This is what if I turned off my mesh, this is kind of what they think I want. It's just the ugliest thing you've ever seen, I think. So let's just undo that. I'll stick with her, but this really shows you just how god awful some of these I don't know what you want to call it. It's like the ideology infested tool. I don't have any of these issues when I create a male character. I can create male characters all day and they look great, but it takes forever to make someone look like this. And this is what they want it to look like instead. Like, what the hell is this? This is disgusting.
So, ideology driven tool. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. So, my main complaint in all of this is technology has progressed. And because of these fucking parasites that keep plaguing say tools, because let's not fool ourselves, Epic Games, despite that, yeah, Unreal Engine can be a very powerful engine. The reality that comes with this is right now the parasites behind all of this, they want to sabotage it. Because let's not fool ourselves, when it comes to Western games that heavily rely on Unreal Engine 5, most of the day you rely on using the base default settings, and they don't put the effort into making something good looking. And now my other complaint is the ones that want to make it good stuff using this engine, is looking from this that more and more they are putting the effort into just kneecapping the tools. Just so you have to force on taking more and more time to create something you like, something good looking, and with all of that, just to waste your time when these tools, at this point, they should have developed the the ability to have like something like Blade and Soul and all of those hentai games that had that character customization, or even with the modding scenes with Bethesda. As much I shit on Bethesda janky games, the modders have shown that they are far more competent. And since apparently that engine it's well known at this point, and people know how to interact with, it's easier to just mod some stuff there. But the reality here is something that is basically trying to overtake the whole industry. Well, what is dying like the AAA to indies even, as they are intentionally making it difficult, making it like it seems seamlessly impossible to create something idealistic. You have to comply with the fucking ideology. People forgot that we are talking about Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine, with the fucking pronoun nonsense in the documentations that at this you should not they tell you this. You should not use pronouns. Like gender and language and all what. Well, you have to use the pronouns like they, them, to anything. Body type A, body type B, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And you cannot make me comply. I think that's the point. They can make you comply because they are intentionally putting these self-regulations. That's what I like to compare it with regulations. Because when it comes to actual progress, why don't we look at Europe with their car industry as an example outside of video games? You have cars that need to be created, being constructed in a way that it needs to comply with the fucking left ideology. We have to save the planet while using the most toxic components and while also doing the sort of engineering that is just going to also put into mm, planet obsolescence, said car. I think the most notorious example is with the whole fucking brand Stellantis has in Europe and how they have been tortured the hell out of it because they are fucking crap. The cylinders they put it at crap, and it's also like basic stuff like changing the oil is impossible because it has this fucking real life bugs that cannot be fixed in said cars. This is what happens with video games. This is what's happening right now. So the Manjao is uh, all of this we have seen with this example on this video is a regulation imposed by said ideology because they don't want you to create something good, and even if you want it, they are making it a fucking pain in the ass for you to create it. Sure, if you have talent, sure man, you can actually have it in time. But I have to say this. How much until the fucking incompetence and the sabotaging at source level can be surpassed by the abilities? Because at this point they are going to overlap between each other and it just goes to waste time and money. And let's not fool ourselves that excuse me, yeah, money is important, but time I think is the most important one because time is something that you're not going to recover. Money, yeah, you can recover, but time, nah, man, it's you cannot recover that. You, the moment spent on it is lost forever. So the fact that when games at this point should be developed at fast level with thanks to apparently these tools being better and better, Unreal Engine is making the case that is nothing like that whatsoever. They are making it just so it's you either is with these ugly designs and also you have to impose this shit that nobody likes or else you're a bigot and you're going to get blacklisted. So, and this is the most if fucking ironic conclusion I come out with. So, you had your own hobbies, you had your own stuff. Then these parasites forced their way in, retcon it, destroying it from the inside. And then they tell you this is not for you. If you don't want it, go create your own stuff. And at this point, okay, I'm going to create my own stuff. I want it, and I know the ideas I have can potentially succeed, depending on what you are on. If you did your research well, and you are trying to make it, oh, what those fuckers do? They go after you and just scroll it up like the social media. At this point, they are fucking retards that they terminally online. You are creating your own stuff. Oh, what do they do next? They sabotage your own tools. They nick up them just so it can ruin your whole project while they also laugh at it. That's why I keep saying far left lunatics, this globalist ideology is straight at cancer. This mindset is what actually the real, actual, factual progress is being destroyed because the only thing they fucking care of is to put the fucking ideology onto anything else. They would gladly erase all life, all living forms in this universe just all because I was right all along. Yeah, I intentionally destroyed everything just to win you over this argument. I'm better than you, and at this point, how you can even interact with these morons? At this point, Epic Games, why are you interacting with this one? You didn't get the memo that DEI is and every single form, no matter how much you like to rebrand it, is going to be punished heavily by the Donald Trump's administrations. They're going to make it in the Constitution, motherfucker. They're going to make it just so you can get screwed out the ass until you go homeless if you keep pushing this ideology. And you are making everyone to see that it is indeed the engine that is supposedly to be like something that can actually help developers is not helping them at all. It's just starting to do this shit. Oh man, they they want this to they want everything to be corrupted and destroyed. Oh well, that's my whole rant into all of this. Anyway, thanks for watching and please take care.